Asan, and on this channel we talk about love, life, and then marriages. Alright, so today we are talking about why prayer doesn't give you or doesn't help you select the right person. After being alive on this earth for some time, I realized that certain things do not need prayers. That is how come God has given you a head and God has given you a heart. So I don't think that you need prayers to be able to select the right person, or I don't think prayer helps you select the right person. Why do I say so? You know, before I even continue with that, there is a popular scripture on which this particular argument from the Christian side is based when it comes to the input of prayer in the selection of somebody who is right for you or somebody who is perfect for you, which is, I think, in the book of Genesis or so. It's a story about a man called Abraham who had a son called Isaac. Now, it came to a point where the son needed to get married. So Abraham told the servant to go to the wife's hometown and get a woman from there for the son. So the servant got to a place where, you know, there's a well, he had some animals, some camels and blah, blah, blah. And then, you know, he said that the lady that will come here and the lady would decide on her own accord to give water to him and the flock without him asking, then it means that that will be the right lady for the master's son. Okay, so based on this thing and some other scriptures, you know, people, when you go to people that, okay, you want to marry, maybe you've seen someone you want to marry, the first thing they tell you is to go and pray. And I find that this is very problematic because you are leaving the people to go and do something that I think doesn't work the way it should be, or I think doesn't work for what the person came for a solution for. Now, why do I say so? A lot of people I know, a lot of the older generation I know, never prayed to go and select a partner, but they selected the perfect people for their lives. From what they tell me, from what they have gone through with their partners so far, most of them are very okay and comfortable with their partners. And most of them are not even Christians. Muslims, you know, people who don't know anything about Christianity. But they've been able to select the right people for themselves. How is that happening? Now, I believe that selection or selecting a partner is something that God or the creator of humanity has left into our hands. So I don't think that you need prayers to select a good person. What I need is your mind and your heart. You need to think. You need to know what exactly you want. That is why I said that marriage is not for people who don't know their whereabouts in life. Before you get married, at least you have gone through things, you have seen things. So if maybe you go to the person and the person says go and pray, I think the person is just setting you up for a lot of problems and a lot of, you know, uncertainty in what you should be looking out for. Instead, what I think you should do, or people who are counselors, pastors, you know, people who are in authority that people look up to, what I think we should do or you should do is to ask questions. Ask questions. The person who came to you that, oh, I've seen this person, I want to marry this person. Ask questions and let the person also ask questions. Why do you want to marry such a person? Have you done any investigations? Have you gone to do certain things? Have you observed? Is this person what you really want? This, I believe, would be much more helpful than telling somebody to go and pray. To the extent that some people are even asked to fast because you want to marry or because you want to select somebody that you like or somebody that you love. It does not work like that. It does not work like that. You have your mind. What you should be looking out for is character. What is the character of this person? Where is this person coming from? What does the person do? How does the person reason? How does the person solve problems? What problems has the person gone through before? And how did the person deal with these things? Where is the person when it comes to the geographic location? You know, what is the family history of the person? All these things are very, very crucial for you to know. When you ask these questions and you make your own investigations, I believe that you have something very solid to stand on to make a decision. Yes, some people argue that, you can do all these things and you can still land with the wrong person. Yes, that is true. But then somebody who does this and somebody who prays, the one who does this particular thing has a higher chance of getting a better person than somebody who is just praying. Because I know a lot of Christians who have prayed, who have fasted, who have done whatever you'll be told to do, or you think you have to do as a Christian to get the right person, and they still get the wrong person. So is it that they didn't pray well? Or is it that the one they were praying to didn't hear them? Or is it that, they are not Christians? And this thing baffles me a lot, or this thing worries my mind very, very, very much. Sometimes you see that this person will give you problems as a Christian. This person will give you problems. The person is not matured. The person is doing nothing. The person cares only about him or herself. The person, is emotionally on like a roller coaster. The person doesn't know how to control his or her emotions. You can see all these things, but you still want to go and pray. After praying, you still go and decide to marry the person. So I believe that when it comes to selecting someone, it is heavily dependent on your mind and on your heart. How do you feel towards this person? Nature has blessed every human being with that inner feeling about something. You feel this is not right, don't do it. You feel this is right, go for it. You will be happy and you will be successful. So with that feeling in your mind, I believe those are the basic tools that you need to be able to select the right person. I did my own investigation, my own interrogations. I asked pastors, older pastors, and older people whose marriage I think have been successful, how they started, what prayers they made to be able to select this particular type of person. None of them ever remembered going to pray before making a selection. What most of them told me were separated into two things. Number one, about half of the people I spoke with told me that, they married this particular person based on a recommendation from an older person or from a person in authority. So maybe a pastor, maybe a grandmother, a grandfather, an elderly person, a reasonable elderly person, because I know we have elderly people who are not reasonable. So these recommendations landed them with whoever they have married now, and they are happy. The other half, they looked out for what they wanted, and they went for it no matter the cost, not neglecting the necessary things you should be doing, paying attention to character, emotions, paying attention to family, geographical location, and on and on and on. They paid attention to all those things, and they went for what they were seeing, and they are happy with no regrets. So I believe that when you want to go and get married, please sit down, think about who you want, and when you see who you want, make investigations about this particular person. Ask questions, pay surprise visits to see what exactly this particular person is made of. If all those things are in place, I don't think that you need prayers to be able to get married. You will be fine when you get married. Some of the successful marriages, even in the Bible, you don't hear anything about prayers. The person just saw somebody and that was it. It was just working. So these things, I believe that whoever created the universe, which is God in the sense of Christianity and religion, did not put marriage in the context of prayer. You don't need prayers to do that. Marriage is not even eternal. Marriage is something which was made for the flesh, which was made for the earth. Because according to the Bible, Jesus Christ, in one of the arguments he had with the leaders in the church, made them understand that angels do not marry. After life on this earth, you don't get married. So marriage is supposed to be here. So why then would you have to be spending time praying, instead of thinking and then doing some constructive analysis on whoever you want to marry or whoever you want in your life? I think you don't need prayers to be able to do that. So thank you for joining me once again on this short video. There are more videos that will address things I believe that can help you in your marriage. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in my next episode. Have a wonderful day.